Mm-hmm. Canadians are always willing to cut a bitch.
Well, actually, I think it's probably got more to do with if you get snake bitten, you have to cut an X on the fang marks and suck up the poison.
Pretty
Because
sure that's not how
Canadians
snakes work.
are, huh?
Pretty sure that's not how snakes work.
Hi, we're online.
Yes, we are. And I didn't trick you into saying something racist. I tricked you into saying something snakist.
And I can hear Tom, so I think the audience can hear us all. So, Mithra Hunt, tell us if you can't hear anyone for any.
This time,
And hey,
everyone
Mithra,
should be able to hear everyone. Perhaps. Some Egyptians believe.
yeah, and the reason why Mithra Hunt was not able to join us last Saturday, he mentioned this in the live chat later, that he was killing monsters and demon souls. Dark Souls. No, it was Dark Souls. It's Dark Souls 2, right? It's one of the Souls games.
My son is actually at a gaming con this weekend, so he's killing all kinds of different souls and monsters.
Any Nazis? Killing Nazis is the best.
Yeah, Metro Hunt, I know. That was when I was in Boy Scouts 100 million years ago. That was what we were taught to do. And it basically, what that did was got our germs into the wound and got the poison into our mouths, which was not a good plan either
The
way.
worst of all possible worlds. America.
But it thinned out the herd.
Well,
And left only the
right
heartiest of boys to be molested.
Oh boy.
Wait
That's
a
one
minute.
there.
Well,
Okay.
it's the Boy Scouts. That's what they're for.
It's
That doesn't exist in my country, so I wouldn't know.
oh, there's
So
that.
how do you molest children? Oh wait, you have a Catholic Church. That's the biggest church there.
We have the Catholic Church. Yeah, that's about the only church, to be honest. Well, in the Christian faith, I mean, we don't have a lot of Protestants in France.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, now they all live in Arkansas.
Yes.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of
Saint
purges
Bartholomew.
Huh?
Of massacres.
Well, yeah, there were. Yeah, it went both ways, but I think the Catholics eventually won in France, anyway.
It didn't really go both ways, though. The Catholics were always the ones in power, and they always will be, I think.
Yeah, but the Protestants have always been super
Protestants
mean. They kind of deserve it.
Are an Anglo-Saxon thing a lot, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Except for the Lutherans. Well, that's kind of both. Yeah, that's German, which kind of Anglo-Saxon, yeah.
Don't try to contradict me to agree with me, then. That's weird.
That's an American way to do it.
Stop being weird.
All Protestants went to Prussia? What?
If you feel like I'm not paying attention, it's because I'm building a house in The Sims. By the way.
You have another pair of twins you need to put on.
Lord! No, wait. You're just building a house. You're not actually renting it out to for others to use. So you're not a landlord. You can live.
I'm building a house for my family. Thank you.
I take
and then
back
you're
what
going
I
to charge
said.
your family rent? You're the worst.
Well, that's what my dad did. Yeah.
God.
It's like the ultimate in landlordism.
Are we starting already with the shitting on Leto? Because I'm up for it. Not really. No, I'm Sorry.
I don't get any respect from those boys anymore.
No, you
You're
don't.
French. You never did.
And I'm sorry because I'm actually feeling pretty mellow today. I almost don't want to guillotine anybody. So say something to make me mad.
Capitalism is killing people, literally.
Eisenhower was a sissy.
Hey, I like Ike.
I actually kind of do like Ike too as a president, because at the very least, like in what if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. Instead of like spending the federal military budget on just the military, he actually spent it on like infrastructure, like the freeway system we have now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he actually was pretty interested in not building the military-industrial complex.
Oh,
He
so
gave a
you're
speech
back
warning about it.
talking about shit I don't give a fuck about. Okay.
And he was a Republican
remember
before
that
Nixon, so
You
before
should
Nixon there was a
give a shit
50-50
about it.
chance a Republican could be a decent person.
I know. Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to explain to me who Eisenhower was.
Well, you should at least care that he was one of the last Republicans who actually cared about things that real people care about. I mean, real people like on our side care about. And had we followed his lead on the military-industrial complex, we wouldn't be spending closing on $1 trillion on our military these days.
More than
And
half our
fucking
fucking
with
budget.
and fucking with everybody in the world.
And yet, like other people's militaries are much better than ours.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do have the biggest and the most expensive, and that's what really matters. I mean, look at our healthcare system. Biggest, most expensive. It doesn't matter that it doesn't actually help people. Expensive. That's what's. It's good for the economy. It's good for rich people. And isn't that what really matters?
Nope.
Well, to rich people, that's all that matters. Themselves.
Who cares about rich people though?
Our government.
Mm-hmm. And the more money
We're
they have,
mostly
the more
rich people.
marbled they are. So the better they'll taste when we finally kill and eat them.
Yeah, but they're full of venom.
Yeah,
Well, you can always cut an X in it
I'm
and
not
suck it
eating
out.
that
We have
shit.
to-
Thank you.
We're gonna
I'm on
have
a
to cut an
diet,
X
okay?
On every one of the and suck out. Have somebody else suck out all the poison. Have the next rich guy suck out all the poison, and then do that to them.
And then
I
the
think
last rich person in the
that's the
world you just
American-
burn.
Sure, and see that's the American answer to guillotines, is snake venom poison sucking out of.
A human centipede of the wealthy. I can dig it.
God. Oh, I've
It's
never
not-
seen that
it-
movie.
it-
I don't want.
It's not as panache as the guillotine, but it is.
What movie?
It's got that down home
Human
American,
centipede.
Oh god.
But can you imagine Jeff Bezos at the end of the centipede? Or would it be worse
No.
to be in the middle?
I
it'd
can't.
be worse than being
I
in the
can't
middle.
imagine Bezos as anything else than Lex Luthor. To be honest,
He looks like him, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
he acts like him too. I mean,
I
he's
didn't-
trying to be Lex Luthor. I think.
Okay.
Well,
Do you I
Superman
don't
was
think he
supposed
was-
to be like the everyman, and Jeff Bezos is trying to kill every person. So yeah, I can see that.
Well, yeah.
Which is why he wants to go to space so he can like escape prosecution. He doesn't need that. He's rich because, like in this country,
Oh, him
you are-
too. I thought that was Elon Musk.
Yes, no, Jeff Bezos, because he has said that like I have so much money, I need to figure out what to spend it on, and so he wants
Oh
to go to
yeah,
space.
I remember that.
Yeah, and spending it on his employees is that would be stupid. So he can't think about doing that.
I
No.
mean, he
Gotta
is
run up the
like
score.
paying the minimum.
He what?
He is paying his employees the minimum, which is like all he is required to do.
I thought he bumped that up to $15 an hour.
Probably not.
I
I think he did, but he's taken away benefits, and
That's
he's
why.
really fucking over the part timers now, taking
There
away
you
their
go.
benefits like crazy.
And he probably
Yeah.
eliminated most of the full-time staff and so on. If it looks like a capitalist is doing something good, it's a lie. It's the wrapping paper on a
You
box
guys,
full of shit.
yeah, you
Admiral
gotta look deeper.
Akbar, it's a trap.
That Admiral Akbar is surprisingly transphobic now. Hee hee.
What?
Oh,
Admiral
Well,
Akbar is transphobic?
it's only because
it's a trap.
Oh.
only because like not because of Admiral
Oh,
Akbar himself, but because of like jerks on the internet reappropriating
TERFs
that.
taking the meme, yeah.
It's 4chan as well. They did use that to just be shitty to trans people. I think the best video to explain that whole thing, that is a slur when it's referring to trans women, is Pedantic Romantics video. I'll go ahead and find that and link that, and check out Pedantic Romantic too, especially if you're a weeboo like me that loves anime. And I killed the conversation with anime again.
Yep. That or the
I
whole
think
shitting on the rich.
I can hear us all trying to find something too clever to say about you and anime, but no
It's all
one is
been said.
coming up with something. Nope, that build isn't
We've
going
said
to
it all
work.
before.
Bulldozed a lot. Yay! I'm having a hard time with that house. I'm trying to make a witch house.
Oh,
Witch
so you're making
house
it out
or
of
a rich
gingerbread?
house?
No, I'm trying to make like little towers and stuff like that. Except I usually make
Oh, a
pretty
phallic
modern
house.
houses. So
So you're building it out of severed
I mean,
penises. You're a modern witch.
yeah, I'm in distress. Yeah, can we not end a bit of conversation on that note, please?
Okay.
On the penises,
All right.
please.
So half of Democrats want to move forward on impeachment. Half of Democrats think we should investigate, and then impeach.
Didn't you already investigate though?
Yes, but we need to investigate more because reasons.
Oh,
In other words, half of Democrats are cowards. That's what it means.
I would have said more than that though.
But no, half of them are cowards. Just, there you go.
Yeah,
And
I
meanwhile,
agree.
the Republicans, half of them are moral monsters, and the other half are quiet cowards.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's our political system here in the U.S.
And which one of those quarters of the half that sucks of the Democrats controlled the Democrat?
The cowards, funded by corporations. Corporate
Of
cash for
course.
cowards. That's the Democratic Party.
Has Pelosi written another strong worded letter yet?
Yeah, that's all she does.
That woman is useless.
She is awful, yep.
I didn't say awful, I said useless. Awful people have a use. It's to be awful. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even have that one.
Oh, she's very useful to people who want to maintain the status quo, who want to keep the U.S. going down its path toward fascism, basically. Slow burning corporate fascism.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I agree, Mithra Hunt. I'm just tired of hearing people, Biden's the man to beat Trump.
He's not the man to beat Trump, not even a little bit. He's the man to
No.
depress the fuck
To
out of the
make
voting public. Make sure nobody fucking votes, and thus let Trump win.
Yeah.
Especially the left.
Yeah, he's a much less electable Hillary.
Yeah, he's like Clinton, but without the charisma.
She
And
doesn't
the
have
fashion
charisma
sense.
though.
I know.
Oh, okay. That was your point, I guess.
Yes. He's got negative, not, he doesn't even have negative charisma. He's just dull. He is just incredibly boring and shitty and racist and creepy and old and
I
worthless.
liked the Obama Biden memes. Why didn't he disappear after that?
Because he's a mediocre white guy.
Yeah, but that was a rhetorical question, John. I know why.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing is that Biden is the next in line, and the mainstream Democratic Party is pretty commonly happy to push the next in line.
Yeah, but he's going to lose. What?
because
It's not in their interest, is it?
But he's the next in line, Leto. You don't understand.
It's his
That's
turn.
important. It's his turn.
Yeah, but he's not going to win.
But it's his turn. You do not understand how our system operates.
No, I don't. And I guess I'm pretty happy that I don't, because I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
It doesn't officially operate that way, but it kind of does.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody likes to win, no?
Mm-hmm.
No, I
Well-
like to just play sometimes. Yeah, I mean,
Well-
yes, it's nice to win, but I don't want to like win at the great expense of others.
Well,
No,
you
but
got to
that's-
remember
that
that the
wasn't
system.
my point here, but
Yeah, the way things
My
are set
point was
up,
they're
the
not
rich
going
people
to
always win, regardless of who wins, quote unquote, the election. So the rich people are winning, whether Biden wins or loses. So that's why it'll happen.
yeah, but the Democrats themselves don't win. You know what I mean? I don't
Well, the
understand
politicians
their
will.
logic.
Either they'll
Yeah,
get
but
reelected.
fuck the politicians. I'm talking about the people who vote for them here.
Oh, I don't know. You'd have to ask Christy. She's the one who's loyal to the party.
Yeah, I tried to discuss it with her, and I will not, because I value her friendship.
Yeah, that's kind of where I at.
I
Me
don't.
too. Whenever she talks about or makes a video about why she's supporting somebody other than Bernie, or well, she might support Warren, I suppose, but when she goes on about the far left,
Kamala Harris.
or
Oh,
the
God, that's woman.
the left, yeah. But when she talks about the left candidates, the really left candidates, I just ignore it because I do like her and I don't want to not like her.
Yeah, I mean, I respect Christy because she's not pretending to be a leftist, I guess. She knows she's a liberal and that she's supporting liberals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. She doesn't call
It's
herself
some-
a socialist or anything.
Oh, no. Unlike the Bernie bros. And I guess I get why she's fed up with them. But at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah. Now,
I find it all pretty worrying, to be honest, and even from far away.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Because if we re-elect Trump, then the world will be a little bit more fucked than it would otherwise have been.
Yeah.
well, the thing is that if Trump is reelected, um, there goes the planet. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
literally, there's not going to be time to do anything about climate change.
Well, it's
At
not.
least,
I mean, I think it is. It's a little. It's giving him a little too much credit. He's not responsible for climate change.
He's responsible for pulling us out of the Paris Accords unilaterally.
Yeah, but the
But-
Paris Accords were bullshit.
Pretty
Let's be
toothless,
honest
yeah.
about that. No one did anything about that. It was just words.
Mm-hmm. Coat of paint. Nothing substantial there, but still, we got to do.
No, I know I'm not
things, and we got to
defending the
try.
fucker, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's not
And
the
he's
only bad
attacking
guy in the
California to
world.
get California to not be allowed to try and do even small things.
He's attacking California for everything, anyways.
Yeah. But in this case, he's
Yeah,
actually
that's
doing stuff. He's not just making tweets. He's actually got his Justice Department fucking with California, suing them to prevent their air quality standards from going into effect.
Is he allowed to do that?
Well, technically no, but in a couple of years, the Supreme Court will say yes, he can.
Oh god.
With any luck, in a couple of years, he won't be here anymore.
And we will have impeached the rapist on the Supreme Court.
Oh yeah, there's developments on that, right?
Mm-hmm. Another person came forward to confirm more of the accusations against Kavanaugh, so now there are
Yeah, I
renewed
saw
calls
that.
for his impeachment.
That it's not going to do anything. They're not going
No,
to impeach
not while the
him.
Republicans are still in control of the Senate. Fucking Moscow Mitch. But maybe under President Warren, 2020, we'll be able to finally impeach Kavanaugh.
I
Probably
really
not.
hope she's the one chosen by the Democrats. She's the less fucked up
Mm-hmm.
of the lot. I mean, I guess Bernie is okay, but his electorate is
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yep.
white. It's white dude incorporated, to be
Yes.
honest.
Yeah, it's a lot of bro shorts, so yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
And that's my only problem with Bernie Sanders as the candidate. Because it's just all that baggage. He's not great on like ID polls kind of stuff. Yet I still see conflicting like stuff all the time on that, but like I do trust like my comrades who are politically savvy and just have this guttural feeling of like when they think of Bernie Sanders as president. So
Mhm.
so I definitely will listen to them and like take their concern on board on that. And so it's like I would love to have like Bernie Sanders policies in Canada that's not Bernie Sanders. And so Warren's the best bet right now. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I would be behind Warren, no problem.
Also, I think even though it's risky to run a woman because your country, like every country in the world, to be honest, is still very much misogynistic, and it's going to be harder for a woman than for a man.
Mm-hmm.
I
True.
think if she pulls it, it's something important. Does that make sense?
Well, there were people that were voted for Obama to make history. So there's definitely that angle that if like Warren's
And it kind of did, to be honest.
Yeah, it moved the noodle on that one.
Obama wasn't perfect by any stretch of the
he was
imagination.
a conservative, but
I don't know.
was pretty good.
He was the best president you had in a long time.
Yes.
And he
yes.
was actually he was the best president. He was the best black president, or the probably the ideal black president to get people thinking, to get other white people comfortable with a black person.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
He's presentable and he's
Well,
smart and he speaks
he's
well.
Very
he's
well
half white
spoken.
too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's you got to ease a lot of these assholes into the future,
And
and
he's very good at respectability politics, which
yeah,
has
he was.
mostly
And
downsides,
he's
but some
funny,
upsides.
classy, and
Mhm.
has a lot of charisma.
hmm
I'm not saying that Obama was a very good choice. It's not my political tendencies, but that it could have been worse.
Yeah, it definitely could have been worse, but it's just, and honestly, I didn't realize some of the criticisms against Obama until after the fact. So it's there's that. There is definitely how I thought that he was going to bring change, and while the Obamacare was significant change, it's just compared to what we had before, it's just it still didn't feel like it was enough change. It still feels like it's just a feeling, but it's just there could have been a lot more change, but there unfortunately wasn't, and so that's is a problem. What are you typing, Shergo? Spin? Oh, that's what I'm doing.
No,
Oh,
spine.
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 Fine.
Yeah.
It's an anagram of penis.
Oh God, it is. I will never be able to unsee it.
Yeah,
It's
Carter
so clever
was
you
pretty
had to
goddamn
speak
awesome.
to it.
Carter, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the guy who still makes the news for being awesome?
Yep, the
Yes,
95-year-old guy who builds houses. Yes.
Yeah.
Cancer survivor, or maybe even still has cancer, and he
He
goes
was
out
probably
and
the
builds houses
last
for poor
genuine
people.
Christian we had in the White House.
Yes,
Maybe Obama,
and
hard to tell.
he's actually a liberal Christian, and it's become more liberal as
Mhm.
time goes on, which is amazing. He's now the longest lived ex-president, or president, ex-president, or former president rather, that of all time. He's outlived everybody else
Not
who's
surprising.
been president, and is so he's gonna
Good for him.
when that
Mhm.
when that record comes up, it's going to be him, and it's going to be somebody we can look at with some amount of pride.
Mhm. I mean, Carter came in pretty much a no-win situation with,
True.
liberal capitalism falling down around his ears. And he did
Was
his best.
he just after the actor guy?
No, he was just
No.
before Reagan. He
Oh,
came in after Nixon and Ford.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, so Nixon, 6 years of Nixon, deregulating
Yeah.
shit and starting the war on drugs, the war on crime, and so on, and Ford continuing those policies. It was kind of like Clinton coming in after Reagan and Bush, or Obama coming in after the other Bush, but Carter didn't have the tools really to cope with
Also,
complete-
Bill Clinton gladly continued
Mhm.
on with
Yeah.
the bullshit the other went with.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
That's just tangentially related, but just for a lighter and happier note, have you seen Monica Lewinsky's Twitter?
No, but I hear
No.
everything I hear about her
Follow
makes
that
me.
woman. She's fucking amazing. That's all I have to say.
No,
I will not going to spoil it for you, but she
say
is
one thing
funny
that
as fuck.
say one thing about her Twitter that'll make us want to follow her.
I don't know what to say without giving away how fucking amazing she is.
One tiny spoiler.
She's very funny, and let's say she she will forever be smarter than all the people who gave her shit.
Mm-hmm. She did something
Okay,
on Netflix
fair enough.
recently, didn't she?
I think
I
so.
don't
Yeah.
know. She went on John Oliver's show
Yeah. I remember that
and
because
she made amazing jokes. That's when I started following her on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And because to be honest, I had forgotten she existed, and I had forgotten all the shit she took.
yeah, exactly. Because like that was part of like the Ken Starr report. Because like all those intimate details, and
Yeah.
I remember. I
She was
remember.
just a baby, for fuck's sake.
She was like 19 years old, yeah.
she was under 25. That's sure. I don't remember exactly how old she was, but she didn't deserve the shit she got.
She was an intern. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she can never like change her name, as she said, because like
Yeah.
once and you just Google her name, then you'll be like, oh, Monica Lewinsky changed her name to, and you're just like, well, just might as well say Monica Lewinsky. People can easily Google my name and know what I did, but oh well.
So
She-
yeah, follow her and give her some love because she's pretty
Yep.
cool.
And no, she hasn't done a TV show or anything. I thought she was like a producer on something. I guess I was wrong.
She was a producer of a reality show on Fox.
Ew.
Yeah, but this was when in that time period of like television where it's just like every network has a reality show where reality TV was really lousy. So that was like back in like the aughts, I think, or the like 90s.
She is producing a TV show. She's co-producing a TV show on FX about the Clinton presidency.
No, that's interesting. Yeah,
Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Monetize that shit, girlfriend.
Yeah. Okay.
yes,
Loco,
why not?
I'm sorry,
I
she
just-
can't make
I
a
just
living
followed her.
any other way now. No one is. I mean, that shit ruined her fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Sounds like she's landed sort of on her feet, though, which is a good
Yeah,
thing.
it only took 20,
but
30 years,
yeah.
20 years.
It took a very long time for her to recover from that. For the longest time, she couldn't find a job. No one would give her one.
And she couldn't go out in public. I mean, yeah. But here's something to inspire you to follow her on Twitter, Tom. In her description, anti-bullying activist, TED Talk giver, Vanity Fair contributor, rap song muse, ex-beret model.
Emotional.
I don't know if you heard me because other people were talking over me because I'm
I
not
heard-
forceful enough apparently. But I already said I followed her.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Thanks for the sales job, but it was totally
So fuck you,
unnecessary.
John.
So fuck you, John.
It's just that I saw the ex-beret model and had to share.
She's also an emotional daredevil, a knitter, so no wonder that like Latarno follows her.
And she, her. She has her pronouns there.
Yes.
I like her. I'm sorry. She's
Yep.
cool.
She's great. She's awesome. Everything I learned about her makes me like her more.
It's not my fault if she's cool.
No, it's not. No, it's not your fault that she's cool. Yeah, you're right.
Makes me think of the Lizzo song. Are you familiar with Lizzo?
I did check out some of her like music videos because like I just I finished editing together like a highlight clip where we mentioned like Neil deGrasse Tyson. You mentioned Lizzo afterwards, so I was like, okay, I'll check out this like Juice. Okay, I'll watch this. Like,
oh yes, Juice.
I like this song.
She's a rap
some
flautist.
positivity, yeah. If you need some positivity in your life, you should check her out too. And her song Juice is it's not my fault. It's not my fault if I'm awesome. Basically, that's not the actual lyrics, but.
And I just Googled rap flautist to see what it would come up, and it's all Lizzo.
Well, The girl twerks while playing the flute on stage. I'm sorry, that's fucking amazing. Anyways, when I said it's not my fault that Monica Lewinsky is cool, I was reminded of Lizzo.
Yep, and I put Luzzo's juice video into the live chat, but also a clip from her where she's playing the flute and twerking while doing that.
Oh, you probably heard about it on Christy and Kev's stream, but apparently twerking really gets Ben Shapiro's dick in a knot.
Good.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw his tweets. Oh God.
He shared a video of a class full of women learning how to twerk.
That man is offended by everything. It's fucking amazing.
Fucking snowflakes. So very, very white.
Well, the video in itself is pretty problematic, I'd say, even though I don't like that word, because it's a bunch of white women twerking.
Mm-hmm.
All white women. And it's a little cringy, but that's now not why Shapiro cringed, of course.
Of course. He just hates women. And brown people. And Palestinians. And poor people.
Oh, wow.
What did you see, Tom?
You don't care about this at all, and you hate me because I do. But I just looked at the Wisconsin-Michigan football game, the college football game for my state's team.
Go Packers.
No, the Badgers. Asshole. But we're with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. We're up against a team that's ranked 2 levels higher than us, almost in the top 10, and we're up 35-6.
I have no idea what any of that means.
Means we're kicking the shit out of somebody who deserves it.
Okay.
They're winning a football.
Sports, they don't deserve anything.
We're winning the football. We're winning the Oblong
hand egg.
Oblong hand
Oh, okay.
hand
That
egg
means
game.
you're winning the thing. Okay.
Yes.
That's all I needed to know. I still don't care, but you know.
But I do, and you care about what I care about because you love me. Or I've been terribly misunderstood.
Oh, yay! Hello.
And the effeminate degenerate has joined us. Hooray!
Hello.
Can you talk?
All of you.
There you are.
Can talk. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Hello, would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Oh, all right. I am the effeminate degenerate, also known as Lapis. I have a YouTube channel, but you probably know me from Twitter. I'm a, far left trans woman, intersectional feminist, and it's great to be here.
It is great for you to be here.
Abby.
So professional. I'm ashamed.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've been listening to other podcasts, and even as unprofessional as the Jimquisition can be, at least they will eventually go around and introducing themselves and say "Hi, I'm Summer and the Geek, a narco-syndicalist YouTuber, and I go on Twitter and do my random things. And yes, I'm a huge fan of anime. And sorry, I brought it up again. So how's everyone doing?" And then we go around doing that same thing. But
Sorry, I brought it up again.
But no, this is just more or less we just sit here, hang out, talk to each other about whatever, and it happens to be broadcast onto the YouTube. So
yeah,
and welcome.
We're very unprofessional.
Professionalism
your professionalism is really a breath of fresh air.
Bah, professionalism is a
Thank
liberal
you very
lie.
much.
So wonderful to have
sorry?
you. Professionalism is a liberal lie. Anarchism is all about the
Oh.
amateurs and fucking things up. That's my excuse.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
and yesterday on Anarchist Memes, we learned that gun safety is liberal, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, we posted something about gun safety, and someone a bit was like, "Oh, an anarchist page who talks about gun safety," and you're like, "Okay."
Well, I mean, the point of the gun, surely, is that it is used in the purpose of the revolution, which is namely that it is kept safe and, not accidentally used to harm children or the owner.
Or to shoot yourself in the nuts or something like that.
Well, there's right-wing gun safety and there's left-wing gun safety. Left-wing gun safety means not accidentally hurting people. Right-wing gun safety means not accidentally hurting white people.
Isn't right-wing gun safety also like taking away guns from like minorities and marginalized people? Because like that's what Reagan did in like the 80s the 70s as a governor of California. Or when he was governor of California, he took away the gun.
Guns for everyone except black
Black
people.
Panthers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was that in the 80s? When did he
The
actually
carry
do that?
thing is still something of a white privilege in America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
White people walking around at Walmarts with fully automatic weapons, and the police come in and say, "Hello, sir. Could you please not do that?" A black guy walks into a Walmart, picks up a BB gun, and gets murdered by the police.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, well, issue of gun control, I really don't really care for the typical liberal framing of, civilians should not have X weapon. What it is like, why are we entrusting these higher authorities with these, these tanks? Why are we entrusting the military with nuclear weapons?
Well, we can trust the authorities. They want what's best for us.
And by the way, Tom,
because reasons.
Reagan was governor of California from the late 60s to the mid 70s.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about when he was president, and I wasn't sure when if he did that in his presidency or in his governorship. So you're talking about taking away the guns from the Panthers in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And somehow the NRA was completely okay with that.
Oh yeah,
serious.
It was, of course,
Duh.
see above with the it's okay if white people do it.
I mean, like, the NRA very vocal about like guns rights and like gun supports, but like never said anything about like a legal gun owner being shot by the police and shot and killed. Phil Castillo.
Yeah.
The only thing that can stop a black man with a gun is a white man with a gun. I mean, that's just what they say.
Is that what the libertarians mean, or these like gun advocates mean by like a good guy with a gun, a white guy with a gun?
Well, what else would they mean? There can be no good black people. This is the U.S. It's a definitional thing.
This is America.
Well, no, there can be one good black person, Candace Owens.
Oh,
yes.
God, that woman. Oh, my God.
I hate her so much.
Oh, my God.
Did she go back in front of Congress? Is that why she was...
She did. The Republicans always...
Here's the problem. You know what the problem is? Well, black people just don't have enough God and absent fathers.
Yeah, basically. Didn't she double down about Hitler being a good guy?
It would not surprise me.
Well,
No, she probably...
I don't think she said Hitler was a good guy. She said she said he wasn't. He was a nationalist. He wasn't evil because what he did was just in Germany.
Hitler was misunderstood, apparently.
Yeah, he was just trying to make Germany great again.
Yeah, the nationalism was good. It's just that Hitler went a little too far outside of Germany. If he had staked to Germany,
I
then it
was
would have
like-
been okay. That was what she originally said. I don't know if she's
Yeah.
defended it
Yeah.
recently.
He was like, "Oh, Hitler. If Hitler had just stayed within Germany's borders, okay."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then all the murder
I mean,
would have been fine.
yeah, all the like Jewish people in the concentration camps, they had started up. Hitler started invading other countries.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that was an actual argument that Hitler used to justify conquering bits of other countries, because he's like, "Oh, we're just retaking German land that we had like 20 years ago. What's the problem?"
Mhm. And of course, they had to stop the political incursions of the Jews who were living in those foreign countries and using their banking magic to hurt Germany. So that was another justification.
Yeah, banking magic.
Banking magic. Oh god.
That's exactly that. Though. That's perfect.
Banking magic is like how banks managed to survive without the recession. Oh, other than the state, of course, bailing it.
Mhm.
Yeah, the banking industry, I think it's like a casino for the super rich.
Mhm.
That in the stock market.
I mean,
Similar,
my
yep.
president is a banker, so I'm not going to argue that. I hope that fucker dies soon.
Okay,
Which fucker?
Which not
Probably not. He's apparently like
Isn't
this
going to
tiny little
happen?
boy who's married to a grandma.
Yeah, he's not a tiny little boy, but is my age, so he's not going to die anytime soon. But
God, he's even younger than Kavanaugh.
but hey, if they find love, they find love. As long as they're consensual adults, why does it matter?
yeah, there's no problem. Honestly, that poor woman has taken so much shit
Well, I mean, there is
just
a lot
because
to be
she's
concerned
old,
about
you
there.
know.
Well, the fact that she was his
No,
teacher,
really-
wasn't she?
Yeah, but the problem with Macron isn't that his wife is old. That's what
True.
I'm saying.
True.
Yeah, the problem is that he's, racist, terrible, neoliberal.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit that's trying to gut all public services in France, including social security. And
Mhm.
if the people are rioting every week,
Oh
it's
God,
not
he's the
for
French
nothing.
version of Thatcher.
I mean, yeah, a little, yeah,
Me-
but prettier, so it passes better, I guess.
Ugh.
Oh
And
wait,
better than Trump.
so it's another case where it's like a good-looking politician is like gets some leeway, or people vote for him as like, but he's good-looking.
I think a lot of people voted for him because he was good looking.
So he's a
Honestly.
Shotokan version of Thatcher. God damn it.
Sounds a bit like Justin Trudeau, honestly.
Yeah,
Ugh,
but
yeah.
he's way to the right of Trudeau.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, Trudeau has the whole thing with pushing through pipelines and not really respecting Indigenous rights.
And now he has the thing where he wears blackface.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is not. I'm not defending Trudeau. Trudeau is a piece of shit, but Macron is really to the right of Trudeau politically.
Well,
Wow.
Macron is he kind of has the economics of Stephen Harper with the social policies of Justin Trudeau.
Ew.
We don't have social policies anymore.
And what we're talking about, having to put up with really crap leaders, Mithra Hunt points out that that Britain is having to deal with Boris Johnson.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. I shouldn't
know,
complain, to be honest, when
we're-
I see my neighbors. I'm sorry, Mithril.
We're
I'm
going
so sorry.
through a bad patch in the West.
Oh my God. It's like Trump and Johnson are, what's their name? Trudeau and Macron 30 years from now.
Oh God. I forgot who said this as well, but I think also
I don't.
like,
Sorry.
I think that like I forgot who said this, but I think like someone is like pointing to like okay, it was Richard Wolff. Richard Wolff on like the recent lecture he did for like democracy at work. He kind of like points to like what's happening in Britain right now with Boris Johnson wanting to do what he wants to do, no matter what. Who cares about like procedures or anything like that? He predicts that like that's what Trump will do if like something doesn't go his way. And yeah, so I'm also going to link a video from Dumpster Flower that was like made 2 weeks ago, so some of the facts about it is outdated, where it's kind of like this whole thing about liberal democracy, this kind of is by design, where it's like the political elites kind of get to do what they want. It's just like there's just a veneer of that, like we can vote them in and we have some control over like liberal democracy.
I don't know. I'm pretty proud of our yellow vests, to be honest. Even though at first I was really skeptical.
They haven't
That's
fully
right.
taken away, been co-opted by Nazis.
No, not. It started as a pretty right-wing movement, and the left took it over, and I like that.
Good.
Like it's like the yellow vests that half-heartedly exist in Canada are pretty right-wing, but apparently the yellow vests in America aren't. So
Okay.
Oh, that's
different.
good.
Oh,
That's like
okay.
the exact opposite of what you'd expect.
I
Everything
didn't
becomes
even
right-wing
know
in the
there
US.
was people who were taking up the yellow vests in the US.
well, there's also some in Canada, but basically all they do
Yeah,
is
I
take
know in Canada. I
people.
know on the Brainstorm podcast they talk about it pretty often because they're appalled by the bullshit. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Don't mind me. That's what you get when you do several things at the same time.
How's
And
the house building going?
Tough. I don't know. I have given up on the towers. No
Penises.
penises.
Oh, come on! What's the fun in that then?
How can you be a witch if you don't have the severed penises of men who have angered you all over your home? I mean, as a warning to others.
Are you building a moat? I would like to see a moat.
I'm afraid I
What's
have
that?
to go now because apparently I have to go to dinner with my dad and my grandfather. But
Okay.
it's been lovely being on here. Sorry I had to leave so abruptly.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Good to meet you.
Yeah,
you.
please come back.
Yeah, you're welcome back.
Oh yeah.
Anytime. Absolutely.
Hopefully next week. All right, ta-ta for now.
Bye-bye. I don't know
That
why
boy-
I waved as well as saying bye-bye. My camera's not on.
Well,
Dinner. So she's not in the US, I guess.
she's in Canada, Ontario, around the Toronto area, I like to say. But it's like I know it's like definitely Ontario because like yeah, she's Canadian.
Well, some people
Okay.
call lunch dinner and then dinner supper. But I thought that was a southern
Oh,
thing.
okay.
But
I
yeah,
think
it
it's
might
just-
be it.
I think it's just correct thing. You know, when people are proper.
Oh, listen to that old fart.
talking about what's proper and shit. You don't get to tell us what to do, Yankee.
We already had breakfast. We had one, yes, but what about second breakfast?
I just can't get over the accent you just made, John.
So you
That
don't like the
sounded
southern
like
accent?
I like it, but not when it's you.
He's from the south of the Shire.
And like when I hear Matthew McConaughey talk, I'm used to it. You know, when I hear you talk, I'm not used to it. That
Pretty
was
sure-
fucking weird.
Pretty sure south of the south of the Shire would be a West Country. Totally different accent.
I'm looking at the screen and I'm thinking that John is slacking off in his duties. What the fuck is the matter with you?
To be
John.
fair,
I'm sorry.
To,
I've been
to be
trying to
fair,
chat.
and also
Well,
we
that's
did had a
not your
guest
job.
coming. But he's not
True.
bored. That's he only does that when he's bored and like entertaining himself. When I'm talking about anime, there I go, bring it up again. I'm sorry. He has to like do something to entertain himself. And sorry for the car alarm in the background. I'll stop talking.
I'm happy that we have a recurring people who are not dudes.
Yeah.
I'm a filthy feminist. I have having fellow girls around.
Have you listened to Season of the Bitch? They're all girls.
No,
I have listened to a
know,
little bit. I'm enjoying it,
I
yes.
haven't.
But I'm going to go through the backlog, and I added to like my rotation. Excuse me. I'm added it to my rotation of podcasts, so I have to catch up, especially since I got a new phone. Wine. Tom, do you want more cheese with that wine?
Are you happy,
excuse me,
Tom?
was
I
that-
updated the thing.
Oh, I see. Yes, I'm happy. Thank you. Why are you picking on me?
Oh
Because you
God!
drew attention to yourself.
The squeaky wheel gets the name tags.
I'm gonna keep doing this until you're nice to me.
That's not going to happen anytime soon.
We got almost to an hour before John decided to get bored. I think.
Well,
that's
you
probably a
reminded
record.
him to do it, so shut up.
Hey, at least John Brockman this time like managed to to create a watch link for this stream well before the start of the stream. So I'm going to
Yeah.
give John Brockman credit for that.
And we had complete audio from the jump.
Yes, unlike last week.
And
Are
the
we
time before.
supposed to give you a cookie for not sucking?
There you go. I want my cookie, damn it.
No, he'll grab his own cookie and then pretend to be French.
No, the French don't make cookies. They make croissants. And baguettes.
We make cookies, but we don't call them cookies.
Called a biscuit.
Yeah.
Which is why the British call them biscuits.
It's biscuit, but I'm forgiving you for the T.
And the Italians call them biscotti.
Which
Ooh.
means the exact same thing. Twice baked, it means.
I did not know that. Bis means twice?
Twice, yeah. It's an old term that isn't really used except in numerating streets, apartments.
Mm-hmm.
I know in the UK they say 2A and 2B, for example. In France we say 2 and 2 bis.
Gotcha. And that explains why in chemistry, okay, now I understand the BIS nomenclature for organic chemistry. And I'm going to stop there because there's no way I can explain it without drawing pictures. And I don't have the ability to draw pictures easily. So I'm
Yeah,
not gonna go
and
in there.
I don't think any of us is that much of a nerd about chemistry.
I mean, I'm willing to learn, but John
but
Brockman
not
has.
now.
So John,
Excuse me. It looks like the stream froze.
not for me. No, it hasn't for me. Just refresh just refresh the page. And we're able to hear you, Tom. So it's not like we can't hear you. So
Did you die, Tom?
and the chat will let us know if they can't see the stream either, or the stream froze for them as well. And I don't think that
I'm getting hungry for bis potatoes now. Oh, bis potatoes with cheese and bacon.
And
Bisquick.
Twice baked potatoes?
Yes. Oh man.
that's been a long time.
every time I come on here, I get a craving for a different food. This is amazing. I'm going to have to go out and get my bisque potatoes with.
Croissants and cookies and potatoes.
Well, bisque potatoes
Croissants are overrated, to be honest.
Yeah,
Buttery, flaky bread.
We have far better shit in France than fucking croissants and baguettes. To be fair,
yeah. The stuff, the croissants that like will occasionally show up at work, like for everyone in the department, like that are store bought, like at Safeway. It's just like they're fine, so they're like some sort of sustenance, but they're not like something I go, yeah, must have it, must have a croissant.
That doesn't come from a French bakery. That's why.
True.
Croissants are good, but I mean, we have better shit than fucking croissants.
Like what?
We have the same thing than a croissant, but with chocolate inside.
Okay, that you won me over a chocolate. Yes.
Choc croissant.
Okay. No, it's called pain au chocolat in most of the country, and chocolatine in the southwest.
You guys are terrible at portmanteaus.
Isn't that
choc
one of
croissant?
the?
It's just right there.
Isn't that one of the internal conflicts you folks have about the naming of that particular pastry?
Yeah. There's a war around it, I swear.
Hey, I knew something about French people. Amazing.
I personally don't give a shit, but
so some French people are shitty against other French people just over the pronunciation of like or what we call something.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the entire existence of the Academy.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah.
You pronounce it wrong. I judge you.
Yeah, the Academy sucks, though.
Man. I and a few other very old men are going to sit here and look at you very angrily because you said it wrong, and you said something in English. That is an American word. It is not truly French.
David, it's more pain au chocolat, so it's more chocolate bread as a translation, which is stupid because it's not bread, but it's puff pastry, so.
So it's chocolate pain.
Yep.
Yeah. What is better? Well, lemon meringue pie.
I never had those.
It's French.
You've never had lemon meringue?
They're made with eggs.
Oh yeah.
And cream.
You can use. There are ways to make vegan meringues without eggs, so maybe look into it if you want to taste.
Sure.
Apparently, the taste is pretty good too, which I don't doubt because egg whites are used to make the meringues, and it's tasteless. So meringues basically taste like sugar
and lemon.
No, I'm talking about the meringue itself.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
the lemon is the lemon curd inside. That's the best tart ever, and I can't eat it anymore because I'm fat.
So I guess I have to like find a vegan and lemon meringue pie and then eat it for you. For all the food that you can't eat, I'll eat for you that I can eat.
Tomorrow it's the 50th anniversary, wedding anniversary of my in-laws. So we are probably going to eat all day long, and I'm going to be sad but enjoy it, I guess. I'm missing sugar so much.
You can eat with other people and you can talk about food all the time on this program, but you get bitchy at me when I offer you my fritter. I don't know what this is anymore.
I don't. You ask me if I want to come over to your house to eat a fucking fritter when I can't eat a fucking fritter and I live like 9,000 kilometers from you. Fuck your fritter.
Excuses.
Now, if
I'm
you
not
want to
gonna
lose
offer
weight,
you
I'm
my
pretty sure that
fritters
hitting
anymore.
people with your cane would count as exercise.
I do that all the time. It doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
So, Little, you want Tom to fuck his fritter. Splashing is a thing.
Now stop, babes. Don't Google that.
It is a sexual fetish.
Yeah, he threw that on to me when I was talking about my fucking diet. So I Googled it.
I was smart enough not to. I figured.
I was very, very trusting and very confident.
That
To
was
be
a
fair, I
mistake.
didn't see any gross pictures or anything.
You didn't have image search on, so yeah.
No, I'm very careful with that feature.
Well, hey, I'm sorry, but I was just mentioning something when they're talking about like fucking fritters. I thought, wait, there's actually something I learned from an HBO document.
next time, just
I'll
warn
warn
us.
you.
Yeah. Thank
Sure,
you.
I can definitely do that because, like, yeah, I learned about splashing from like HBO's Real Sex document.
I just assume that anytime Jonathan posts something or talks about something that sort of invites us to Google it, I just assume it's something I really don't want to do.
You just assume it's gross.
Oh yeah, it's the safest way to be.
Yeah, you can't Google Splush or Santorum or Weeaboo or Weifu or the Republican Party. I mean, it's just all off limits.
Sex fetish that has to do with food are pretty tame, I guess.
Yeah, there's that.
But still, I practice safe search.
But yeah, same.
Yeah, it depends on what's being inserted into what, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, compared to other stuff, I guess it's pretty safe.
Mm-hmm.
Tame, I mean.
Apparently, don't Google that. It's the mating call of the internet. No, the mating cry. I misspoke. And apparently, this Swedish Academy doesn't give Nobel Prizes, according to David Skog.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay.
Early last year.
I have no clue what you are talking about.
Nobel Prizes. I don't know if any of us care about the Nobel Prize at all.
No, I don't.
Well, I care about them in science.
Yeah, I can care.
I don't
care about
even.
That.
And in the arts. Well,
when they stop discriminating against women, I will give a shit, I guess. Am I not feminist yet?
Miss Andry, you're demanding fewer prizes for men. That's bigoted.
Oh God, I have
just up their game.
Talking about Miss Andry, I still have new images to make that I haven't made, and they are pretty funny. I really should get onto it.
Yeah, I should be busy this weekend, just making more videos for my channel, more social justice alchemy highlights. Because like I got timestamps for a couple of like interesting ones, especially interesting discussions we had in Passion.
Yeah, and I've been liking
the last one you made was pretty funny. Well, the comments were mostly. I don't like listening to myself, so I breeze through it. I don't recognize my voice, and it's fucking with me.
Yeah, it takes a little while to get used to hearing your voice.
I will never. I have sung for a long time, babe.
Like singing is different from talking.
No, you don't recognize your voice either, and it's weird. I don't get used to it.
I guess for me, I was able to get into it quite quickly because like I wanted to be like a voice actor, so I did actually like audition for like voice acting for certain fan made projects, and so I listened to my own voice there.
No, but I think some people are okay with the way I think it's a sensory fucking. It's an autistic thing, I guess.
I think it is. Yeah, it definitely can be. Just like how like yesterday in Steve Size Ask Away, someone like asked Steve politely, like, "Hey, can you like make an alternative video without the background music?" Because that's I have seen that complaint before, where people the background music can be either too loud for them or distracting, and so sometimes like some creators would just like upload the same video except without the background music, because for some people, yeah, it just becomes...
I hate background music.
Mm-hmm. And audio stuff can be a real bugbear for me. Like podcasts with bad audio, I just skip right past them, especially if they're live recordings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good thing that all of us have like great microphones to like do this live stream. Then
My microphone isn't great at all.
It works really well though.
Yeah. That's because I know how to tweak my settings, right, Tom? Fritter, bitch! Oh God! I hadn't seen that.
I'm just sitting here steaming and just fuming at the absurdity of life and what John does to me on a regular basis, and why I hate him so much.
You are a fritter bitch, though.
I can't deny that, but I mean, he didn't have to point it out to everybody.
That's fair.
I didn't have to point it out because everybody knew.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty upfront about it, I suppose. Still, you know, that's mine. That's my word, not yours.
So what else is there to talk about? Because we already mentioned Justin Trudeau, and then there's this blackface. Multiple instances of blackface. It's just like, okay, and what's so
I mean, the guy is an asshole. If you
Exactly.
need to have a blackface to get that, you haven't been paying attention. But then again, Americans,
He's pretty too.
Yeah, and he's not as bad as Trump. So
Nowhere near. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not as bad as Trump. Yeah, but still, he kind of like he got elected and making so many campaign promises like election reform, and has any of them happened? Just the legalize and
don't
weed.
get me wrong, he sucks. Okay,
I agree. Yeah.
there's in French we say il y a pas à tortiller du cul. Donc I'm
Something
not
up
sure
his
I
ass?
can. I don't
Something
know
out his
how
ass?
to. I don't know how to translate that because it's slang and basically it literally it means you don't have to wiggle your ass around it.
I love how the French is just like plays around with words. It's just like I love it.
Yeah, it's you don't have to wiggle your ass. That's the literal translation, but I guess it translates pretty well. Do you understand what it means?
Yeah, I think so. Another day, another mayo spian.
Mayosbian? White lesbian? Made of mayonnaise?
No, mayo.
Oh, Mayo sapien. Okay. I see.
What?
I really misspoke there. Yeah, it's whispered to me, like said in the chat. And I agree, David, that centrism is the future and it is murder.
Oh, what's Mayo sapien?
It's the play on words of Homo sapien, like humans, and by Mayo as in white human.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm too white to
Oh, like mayonnaise
have
boy.
caught on that. And I'm the kind of people who think mayonnaise is too spicy, you know, so I'm just going to shut up. But you already know that.
Yeah, true. And I don't think I will be a big fan of like mayonnaise, even like eggless mayonnaise. I mean, sure, I'll use it for like whatever recipe that requires it, but it's just like I don't think I'm gonna. Even if I get like a whole jar of like eggless mayonnaise, I'm not gonna start putting that on like anything. I'm not gonna put it on my fries or chips or anything.
I like the shit when I do it, you know, but store-bought is gross.
Wait a
I
minute.
think.
You like to shit when you do it?
No, I like I like mayonnaise when it's the one I make.
I was typing something in the comments and I heard you say, well, anyway.
Yeah,
I'm.
you heard
I'm
me
losing
say
track.
something with my awful accent and you didn't understand what I was saying. It's okay.
Well, no,
it's not
it
your
was
fault, it's mine.
No. My attention was divided, and I heard something that I thought I could make a joke out of, and it failed so fucking miserably.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
so bad at this shit.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I am
losing
too,
track of
Tom.
things.
Don't sweat it.
Well, hey Tom, you're still here, so that's something.
Don't encourage him.
No, I want to. Tom McDonald's one of the reasons that people come here.
No, I that's not what I meant. You told him at least you're still here. So I was like, don't encourage him to say the thing.
He will say it when he's ready.
Don't test me. Don't test me, Jonathan. It's coming up on an hour and a half, and you know what happens when old people when mature people have to sit for an hour and a half.
I thought it was pronounced mature. Where's the ch sound in that word?
You thought it was pronounced like manure?
Mature. Oh, how do you? Is it mature? Where's the ch sound in that word?
If you're gonna get all fancy, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna give you a stank eyes, but I'm gonna do mature. It could go either way.
John, stop. What the yabu means?
Weeaboo is a person who is way too into anime.
They abu. Okay, yes. I get it. Even though I don't get it. Oh! No, I thought it was on my name, and it's not.
Okay.
So what's
don't mind me?
So what would be a uaboo?
Sounds like a boomerang.
Female sheep god. Female sheep god.
Or a zeaboo if we're going to be inclusive.
Ooh. But you is fine because it's a gender neutral. No, wait. No. That doesn't work. My brain went to something else and it's like, no, wait, that's not funny or it doesn't make sense. My brain doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not different than. Okay.
Are you waiting for somebody to disagree with you, Jonathan?
Oh, sorry. No, your brain's like not. No, what? No.
Oh yeah. That's just like that joke of like the horse that walks into a bar, orders a pint, the bartender says, "You've been here awful a lot. Do you think you might be an alcoholic?" And the horse goes, "I don't think so," and then vanishes out of existence. Now that joke is in reference to like Descartes' like famous line, "I think therefore I am." But to explain that before the joke would be putting Descartes before the horse.
Oh my god, fuck you.
I'm sorry, but I love that joke.
You know, I was gonna hate it, but I kind of like it.
No, I'm mad at you. No, I'm not really,
Mad
but
at me or
no,
Jonathan?
not you, Jonathan. I'm never mad at you, Tom, even when you're an asshole.
Which is good because you're
So
always an
when you
asshole.
say things about my offering you fritters, you're really
My
still not
fritter,
mad. You're just disappointed.
you're still mad about that fritter, are you?
It was a lovely fritter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
very.
It still is a lovely fritter, and if
I'm
you
lacking
don't,
sugar. I'm cranky, okay?
I know, but still, you're
Stop
being mean enough
teasing
to
me
me, and
with your fucking
I'm gonna go
fritters.
away and eat my fritter. I'm gonna eat it before you get
Stop,
here.
stop. Uh, That
You do
that
love your
sound,
fritters.
that sounded very sexual.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm segueing out of fritters into bisque potatoes. So I'm
I'm segueing.
yeah, now I have my new food taste to
Your new
seek
obsession.
out. New obsession. Yeah, I always get a new one on these shows, which is
You're like a cat.
yeah.
You go from food obsession to food obsession. Well, you're like
I
my
fritter
cat.
around
Generally,
on my
cats keep their obsessions and keep the same obsessions generally. But sorry, go on. Don't mind me.
now I'm losing track of time and losing track of things, and it looks like I have sexual relations with the thing that I'm no longer intrigued by. But John seems to be stuck in the past.
No, it's because you said you don't want to eat my fritter, and I have a dirty mind, and it was funny.
It's a lovely fritter. You told us that, and we all have dirty minds. Just like the left, as usually it is, and like those who like engage in feminism because feminism does engage in degeneracy.
What?
After all, this was the stream that we had the effeminate degenerate on.
I'm sad she
And
took off
she's the
so
least
quickly, but
degenerate of all of us, which is basically false advertising on her part, I think.
I'm not degenerate.
Whose mind went to bad things with the fritter eating? It wasn't mine.
Well, you are the one who said that you wanted to have sex with a fritter. You were very clear about that.
Well, I was clear to you because you have a dirty mind.
The fact that you didn't cut on the irony of me saying I'm not a degenerate is funny. I mean,
Well,
technically, with my plethora of genetic conditions, I probably am the most degenerate of us all. If we are talking on a actually scientific level, even though it doesn't really exist, but you get my shtick.
got
I
it.
think so.
I think so.
Degenerate literally means that your genes are fucked up, right?
And you have like
Well,
extra
degeneracy can
chromosomes.
mean anything. The way white supremacists use it, it just means anyone who does things they don't like.
Yeah, but I'm not a white supremacist, so give me credit for that at least.
Yes. That's just basic human decency. Are you a white supremacist? No, you're a basic decent human.
I know.
Degenerate X. Ooh, Generation X. Oh, that needs to be a name for something. I don't know what. That needs to be a name for something.
That's a band.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only Gen X here.
I'm right on the border, but I'm pretty sure I'm a millennial, technically.
Yeah, you're a fucking millennial.
Yeah, I'm old.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well,
Various
I'm not
parts of my
old,
body
but
hurt. I have to go to the bathroom, and I'm about ready to fall asleep. So I don't know which one of those to do first. But before I do any of them, I have to go away. So
yeah, I'm going to fuck off too, by the way, because as I said, tomorrow I have a big thing, and I need to sleep early.
Okay, yeah.
Especially since I am going to wake up in like 2 hours, 3 hours. So I like to maximize my window of sleep to see if I can put the most of it to try and not fall asleep at the dinner table tomorrow.
Yeah.
That would be nice. And that build is fucking with me up. I'm done.
Yeah. Well, I do have to say this is a lot of fun. And I would really like to say fuck you to all of you in the very nicest way possible. And fuck you to the chat in exactly that same way, especially David.
Especially David. I can only follow you here.
Yeah. So I'll see you or actually hear you some other time. And
the Chris Winters Hangouts tomorrow.
Well, I won't be here, so.
Yes, I know that. I'm already up on those things. So I don't need that. You can talk about that when I'm gone. So I'm going away.
Okay.
Bye, Tom.
Yeah, so since Tom is old and a little about to leave us too, I think unless I don't think there's like anything else that you, John, and I would like discuss after effects. I think it's like, even though it's like shorter than our usual run, hey, so a half an hour and a half is still like a good run, and we have the guests on for like at least a little bit. The Offended Degenerate, who is welcome to come back in all future social justice alchemies as well.
Oh,
so.
also,
Absolutely.
and as I was expecting, Mehmet was working, but his current project is almost finished, so he will be joining us maybe next week or the one after. I don't know. He will be back soon with us.
Yes.
Cool.
Mehmet is welcome to Social Justice Academy. It was really cool to sit around and chat with him, and so he seems like a great person. And JBJ sadly could not be with us, but any time that she's like up for it is like and not in pain or not redirecting her personal pain to all the fascists and all the people that want her dead and all the people who want her comrades dead, it's like, well, then she can be free to join us as well. So,
can you do my pitches again, Jonathan?
Absolutely. I was about to ask
nice. That. Well, I'm going to leave you then. Thank you very much.
All right.
And see you, next week, I guess, but on Facebook.
And in between.
Before, yeah. Anyways, bye-bye. Love you.
Kisses, lifters. So that was like Litorano that just left us. She is Litorano on Twitter and on YouTube. She doesn't have content on YouTube, but she is the curator of the Facebook page of the Griff Crafter, where she puts up her arts and crafts whenever she feels like it, which has not have been in the past year. But she is the curator of the Facebook page Misandry Animals, and there's going to be some new ones soon, so check out that page for lots of laughs. She is also an admin for the Facebook page Anarchist Memes, so check that out as well. And especially for that page where they'll piss off tankies because they deserve to be pissed off. Tom McDonald was also with us as well, and he is old, but he's also at TSMAC on Twitter. He may check that occasionally. He's barely on it, but he's also Tom McDonald on Facebook, and sure, maybe he'll respond to you if you friend him. The Offended Degenerate was with us briefly, and she's welcome to come back again. She is the Offended Degenerate on Twitter, and she has a YouTube channel called The Offended Degenerate, so go check those out. Jamie J was sadly not with us today. Again, she was in pain, but check out Jamie J on Twitter at Slightly Sluggy, and she has a coffee. So go and buy her a coffee at Slightly Flighty One. That's one spelled out None. And I am Summer and Geek, Summer and Geek on Twitter, Summer and Geek on YouTube. I'm putting up more videos, so check those out. And I think that's it for me for my pitches. Please share around the links that I posted in the live chat earlier. I probably will post it again for all of our comrades who desperately need like some money or could use some like financial help from time to time. Because until we end capitalism and get rid of money entirely, or get rid of private property and the needs for like buy things in order to live, then our friends and comrades are going to be in like financial struggles and financial straits until we get rid of the oppressive system of capitalism. So, and that's all of my pitches. John, take it away.
Okay. I do this. Sometimes I play guitar. I haven't played guitar in weeks. I really need to get back into that, but I'm always so tired after work. Let's see. I also sometimes play video games. Again, I get tired after work. And something I definitely actually always do is play Dungeons & Dragons. It's Dungeons & Debacles, hosted by my friend Kevin. We're an evil party. It's a lot of fun, totally different from this. And we have started live streaming our games. So you can come and join us at Dungeons & Debacles over at Twitch. And you can watch and play along with us. Well, not play along, but enjoy as we play. It's a lot of fun. Very different kind of game. We also are a podcast, Dungeons and Debacles. All right, and with that, go punch a Nazi. It's fun and it's healthy.